and Snapper, and welcome to the Showgirl's Closet! Today, in the robe series, we're going to look at two different kinds of robes. One is an Amazon robe that had a price point of maybe $100 to $150, and the other is a Catherine Delish robe. Both are sheer, both are voluminous, and both are packed in boxes because they take up a lot of space. You can see Nutmeg is on top of the Amazon robe, and in this box here we have the Catherine Delish robe. I'm gonna go where Nutmeg is and unbox this thing. Hop on this box. There you go. Thank you so much, my love. All right, you gotta see how much there is here. These are, I think, 23 or 33 quart boxes. I don't know. They're really big boxes. This was shipped. It was vacuum packed when I got this from Amazon. Oh, like a year and change ago. It was something that my patrons helped support. So big shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much. It has, this is interesting. This is the first time I'm noticing these. It has little hanging loops. So that's kind of cool to help support the weight. It is very much machined. You can see, I mean, it's not poorly done. You can see the edges here. You can see there's something of a French seam here inside the shoulders because it encloses all of the gathered fabric. There are a lot of gathers there. In order to get these things nice and voluminous, there will be lots of gathers. Sometimes there are little touches like loose threads that haven't, or thread ends that haven't been clipped or neatly tucked away. On garments where you pay like $100 and some for them, it's not really a big surprise that there are threads that are not hidden, thread ends that haven't been clipped. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Nobody's going to notice from stage, but those finishing touches are things that you pay for when you spend more money on a garment. But this is very, very workable. It's a nice entry-level garment, which is hilarious for me to find my way into. Oh, that's the bottom. Hold on. I can do this. I know how to get dressed. Oh yeah, I know how to get dressed. Psh. I'm a professional at taking things off, not putting them on. Are you kidding? So here we go. Here is lots of rows of ruffles. This is not the softest fabric, and this would probably look better if I steamed it, but it's not the most uncomfortable fabric. It's not super itchy, but it's not like, oh, this feels luxurious. It is soft tulle, not something that is, you know, luxurious. But it's, you can see all these rows of ruffles to hide my butt. This robe doesn't have a place for a snap, like my own robes that I made where you could snap and wrap. There are no snaps. This is very much an open size. This is something that you could wear for your boudoir shoot or maternity photos or something like that. It's very open size, no snaps to help keep you in order. And there also are not belt loops. They did include a belt, but there are no belt loops. So you just kind of have to find your way. It looks fine on stage. Honestly, it looks fine on stage. It's not unattractive. It looks fine in photos, but it also is not, I mean, it moves like it's kind of tulle here, right? And here we go. There are no snaps to hold this in place, right? But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's okay. It's attractive. It does what it needs to do, especially if you're looking for a robe in a certain price range, or you're a baby burlesquer and you're not sure that you want to do robe work on stage, because parade and pose, even though you're not doing, you know, super crazy athletic things, parade and pose still it's a special thing, and it requires skill to be able to hold an audience's attention with just, you know, moving slowly across the stage or not stepping on the edge of the robe, honestly. Especially when you're 5'3" and change. Let's take this off and then take a look at the Catherine Delish robe and try to fit this back in the box. Good gravy. Now, the instructions when I got this robe said that it should be packed in a box generally. That's when I took the other robe, put that in a box. So I'm following instructions to pack the robe in a box. It can be hung up, steamed. This hasn't been steamed, so know that it hasn't been steamed. And when it arrived, it was packed very tightly because voluminous robe. It needs a good shake after being in a box. Probably it would benefit from being steamed to bring it to life. So you're seeing the out of the box version. This came with a much nicer sash than the other one, and the fabric feels a lot better. All right, this is kind of a big test for me to get into the clothes. We do have nice seams covering up the edges of the ruffles, the French seams. I have to unwind this sucker in order to get into it. Here we go. We've got pretty French seams, softer fabric, much softer fabric. All right, okay. I can do this. I can find my way into this robe. Oh, I'm inside out, I think. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'll sash this sucker up in a second. This one, Catherine sells robes as open sizes. This particular robe doesn't have snaps inside to secure everything so that, you know, it doesn't pop open. And I think this is a proper dressing gown. This would work for a number of body sizes and body types. I think she bases them on height for the sale of this particular kind of robe instead of the small, medium, large version. Really nice thick sash here, but I'll have to hope that it doesn't slide open. All right, here we are. Different ruffling pattern. There is a tag down here in the back to indicate that yes, it's a Catherine. Really nice tight ruffles so that we have, you know, a very lush look, and it moves a little differently because it's not this, I think this is English net. It's not the same kind of like soft tulle that the other one is. Kick around the bottom. Really lovely. I love spring colors. I am a spring, so getting this mint green was perfect for me. Really, really roughly sleeves. Like, I wouldn't be able to find my way into this in the dark. This robe costs hundreds of dollars instead of like $100 and change. So it is a greater investment, especially if you are a baby burlesquer, you're not comfortable with parade and pose, you're not sure that you want to make the investment in a big robe act. When you are my age, parade and pose is so appealing, potentially. I mean, there are people who are my age who are very flexible, genetically gifted in the flexibility department. This is like a very grand investment. This is very much a face it girls, I'm older and have more insurance kind of burlesque investment.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? Face it girls, I'm older and I have more insurance.
And I do invest in plenty of other things. Like I have giant boa fans, I have giant boas, I have other feather fans. I invest in pieces that I can use on stage. And this is one such piece that's really lovely. It has a more pleasing texture than the Amazon robe. And it may look better in photographs. I haven't shot anything in this yet, but obviously I will because it's an investment. And it would feel nice to parade and pose on stage, you know. Ooh, here it is. Nice luxurious peels. There you have it. An Amazon robe that was like $100 and some, and a Catherine Delish robe, which was a few $100s, under $500. I want to say this was like $200 to $300. I could be mistaken on the exact price point because I picked it up during a sale time. Yay! Showgirls, watch for sales where you can, because this is an expensive art form. That is all I have for you for now. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and boop the bell for notifications. And you'll see me next time. Bye.